In this demo, we will show how DAE can be used to filter and mask data in Power BI. We will be filtering and masking bank account information based on attributes of the data and of the user. Specifically, we will filter the data based on the bank S value of the record, and will only show records where the bank S value is equal to QA or AT. We will also filter the IBAN field when the bank L value is equal to QNB. In this demonstration, which we will show through the Power BI interface, we will show how DAE can be used to control the usage of data manipulation language. Specifically, we will prevent the update and delete operations from being allowed when the demo user is trying to update or delete records that do not have the value of QA or AT for the bank S field. First, we will take a look at the policies as they're defined in the NextLabs Control Center. Here we have a policy that will filter based on the bank S value. And here we have a policy that will apply a filter. So first, looking at the filtering policy, you can see the database that this is being applied to and the action. And here we define that only those records where bank S equals QA or AT should be returned, and all others should be filtered out. Then the masking section, you can see that any records where bank L equals Q and B will have the IBAN field masked. Now we'll take a look at this in Power BI. You'll connect to the SQL server. Here, when we open the table, we can see that the IBAN field is masked for all records where bank L is equal to Q and B. We can also see that the data is being filtered to only show those where bank S equals AT or QA. This is in accordance with the policy as it's defined here. That applies filtering to the IBAN field. Now we can see how filtering is applied and how data manipulation language commands are restricted. We'll connect to the same server. And we will define the SQL query that we wish to execute. In this case, we're trying to execute an update query where the bank S value is equal to DE. As you can see, there are 0 records affected because this command is not allowed for records where the value is DE. If we go back and look at the policy as it's defined in the NextLabs Control Center, here we can see with the resources defined that we are restricting the usage of the update or delete commands, specifically checking the bank S value and only allowing those commands if the value is equal to QA or AT. Now we will go back, try to execute the same command on records where the value is equal to QA or AT. We'll connect to the same server and database. This time we will execute a SQL query for records where the bank S value is equal to AT. Now when we execute that query, we can see that it successfully updated the record. That's because that command was allowed. This concludes the demonstration of how DAE can be used to filter and mask data when viewed through Power BI.